I'm just going to test out my Oliso new mini iron. I love the size. Turning it on for the first time. I did purchase it straight from the Oliso website. Doing this review on my own. No support from anyone. I just wanted people to know what I think of it and give you some ideas what it is out of the box. It comes with a little, I guess it's called a smart guard, but it clips on. Instructions say before turning on the iron for the first time, make sure you take it off. I'm assuming just so that it doesn't melt, but I'm assuming it's not supposed to melt because it just somewhere to set your iron when you're not using it. It's not like the original smart iron where it pops up on you. So I am glad it came with a little iron guard. Features are nice. There's a little clip on the back that opens. Put your water in there. It didn't come with this cup, but my large Oliso did. And it says 50 milliliters is all this little one will hold. So I just filled it up and put one thing of water in there. And then you just clip it closed. The button lights up. I don't know if you can see. It's lit up. It's kind of bright in here, so it's hard to see. But you just turn the dial. It's the only thing is the controls. You have to really look to see where it says off, steam, or in between. Doesn't really give too much like numbering or lettering. Just says steam, and I really need my glasses to see it, so that would be my only complaint, is if you want to know where it's at on the level on your circular, you'll need to really look to see. There's two buttons on the side once it does heat up, and it is getting pretty warm. I use a wool mat always. Just makes the material when I'm ironing it for my quilting or sewing projects, just makes it more crisp, and that's kind of what I'm going to try to show you. But once this is heated, the buttons on the side, I guess you squeeze them in, and I don't know if you can hear this, but I guess the water's not quite hot enough yet, but that's what will make the steam. See, and that's the thing. I'm questioning whether it's on off. Maybe they're dots. There's like 3 dots, 2 dots, and 1 dot. So depending on how hot you want it. So I think I'm going to go all the way up to the steam button, and it's blinking. So it blinks to tell you you've changed, or that it's heating, I guess. And I'll set it on the mat while it's heating. This is just 100% cotton, and I'm just gonna try and get the wrinkles out of it. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like before. And then I'll do an after. It's kind of hard to position, but there's some wrinkles in there. It's just a scrap piece of cloth that I had. Some lines in there. I'm hoping that it'll show. Let me set it back down, and I'll scooch this up to where you can see what I'm doing. Scoot the table this way, maybe. Maybe you can see. Oops, sorry about that. Dropped my phone. Okay, let's try this again. See if I can lean it that way. Okay. I just noticed the iron clicked, which maybe means it's ready. Yes, it's pretty hot. I can feel it in the heat on the pad. I guess you don't want to leave the iron on when you have it sitting on here. I guess there's no way to set it by itself because of the cord there. So I guess turn it off, and then you can set it on there. It won't melt it while it's going down. I don't know if you can see the lights. Let me turn this other light off. Maybe you can. See the lights blinking here, which means that I I'm assuming that means that the steam's ready. So let's go ahead and iron this, and then I'll show you a pic of what it looks like after it. And maybe you can hear the steam. I guess you hold it to steam it down. So I'm just going to do that. And on my wool mat, it seems to be working. I don't hear steam. Oh, there it goes. You can probably see the steam. I'm noticing a little bit of the steam on the material. You can probably see where it's wet now. But I'm just going to iron and hold my camera if I can, both sides. And then this side also. It's very smooth action. I like how silky smooth it feels when I iron with it. It doesn't stick to anything. And yes, I'm noticing, let me turn this off all the way. I'm assuming, see, I gotta really look. Yeah, there's an off, it says off. And I'll set it back on that guard. And yes, it feels crisp. And I do not see wrinkles after just that little bit of ironing. And if you have several layers, I'm sure you'd have to do it a little longer. But I am very pleased with it. I'm excited to use it in my chain piecing and small pieces on this mat. I like the bottom, it's very smooth. It's got a few holes at the top. The light is still on because it's still plugged in, but I can hear it's cooling down. And then the cover does snap back on there. It's like a Teflon feel. And it has a little window where the water is. You can see when you're getting low, which is handy. I like it because it's the same color as my large Oliso iron. So I would give it 5 stars. My only complaint, like I said, was the not being able to see the dots clearly, whether you have it on 1, 2, or 3 or off. You just have to look. It is lit up around the edge, but maybe if they would have used, instead of the gray, silver on top of the silver, like a black or something, it would have come out better. But you can see there's a notch where it's supposed to be, whichever level you choose. So I am pleased with it, and I'm looking forward to using it.